Sandwich! Hello and welcome to... Actually, I think this is my first work stream since debuting. Wow. Hello to all three of you. Welcome. Today has been perfectly nondescript. I hope you guys' days have been okay. Hi, Ryu. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Vixie. You had a sandwich the other day. Nice. Greenland, hello. And hello to everybody who is here or not. Today's been terrible. Oof. I hope this stream provides some enjoyment. I'm sorry. Anyway, I've already recorded a little bit, so let's get to it. Oh, hang on. Audacity's gone a bit small. If I put it there... There we go, that's acceptable. I might not be reacting to chat quite as much because I'm, you know... working. Let me see. Where was I? I've already recorded a little bit of it. Very early stream. Ooh. Goodness. Right then. Right, so I've already done a bit of the recording because I had a little time before stream, so yeah, let's do it. Right. This is going to be a fun thing to record. I'm not sure what's going on with the growl conversion attachment, but I'm guessing it's some kind of black magic. I say this because somehow it enables full auto fire by replacing the handguard with a more modern M-Lock variant. If you know a thing or two about guns, I don't need to remind you that changing the handguard does not alter the fire selector or allow full auto capability. That is not how guns work. Right. Hi, Lobster. I don't know if... do you guys want entertainment? Before debut, I would do entertainment. Do you guys want entertainment? Where was I? Right, anyways, where was I? Play us a song. So, hang on. Let me see if I can find another keygen song that you guys might like. Let me see. Found 4 versions of Plastic Pop. Let me see if I can find some good... No, that's too different. Not that one. Ooh, it's actually kind of funky, this one. Let's try the other one, though. The heck, you guys are getting the regular old Plastic Pop. Give me a sec. Let me see. Browser... Audio via OBS. I'm going to have to turn it down very quickly. Yeah, you guys can have a little bit of Plastic Pop in the background. Yeah, also, this is exactly how I do all of my stream music. I just have Mod Archive open as a browser source. It works. What can I say? Anyways, actually, let me just quickly turn it on to monitor and output so I can hear it too. Baby Shark, the original brain rot. Where was I? You can hear the music, alright? Right? Huh? Let me see. Whereas Daniel, not sure. I didn't say they invented brain rot, I said it was the original brain rot. The original internet-style brain rot. I mean, brain rots have been around for a while. I mean, look at the Tulip Mania. Anyways, where was I? I learned to play Baby Shark on guitar when you were in high school was a tactic to annoy people. It's Raining Tacos, the weird funkin' chicken EDM track, Crazy Frog, and Paid Before Baby Shark. To be fair, there was also Crazy Frog. Crazy Frog was fun. And not only that, the handguard is also wrong. According to our friend DBeamer 2023, it's believed to be fictionally based on the Midwestern Industries SG516 handguard, or perhaps a speculative design for the SG563LB from the 2020s. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. M-Block wasn't developed until 2008 and only gained popularity in the late 2000s, so it's anachronistic either way. The Barrett M82, known in-game as the AMR Mod 4, should not have suppressors. .50 BMG suppressors were not a thing until the early noughties, making this design very much anachronistic. Early noughties. This is what you got to do when you have multiple takes. Oh yeah, it was the annoying thing, officially. Perhaps appropriately then, this one is fictional, but it seems to incorporate elements from the USP suppressor. Get this thing out of my house. Wow. Also inaccurate is the Fast Mag 2, which is based on the Barrett M95 magazines. These didn't come out until about 4 years after the game was set. Those didn't come out until about 4 years after the game's setting. It's Phoenixing time. Welcome! Also inaccurate is the Fast Mag 2. Can you say, for some reason, Singapore isn't mentioned at all? Funnily enough, that's what I'm recording at the moment. An inaccuracies video for Monancho Inc. You're selling my gender. Just this thing. I'm glad you came. Glad you came. Good to have you here. And for a neat hat-trick of anachronisms, the Infiltrator Riser is modelled after... The Infiltrator Riser is modelled after the one... The Infiltrator Riser is modelled after the M107A1 cheek pad. The M107A1 was not introduced until 2011. Telling your gander? Your gander. The XM4... The XM4's buffer weight stock is inspired by the N249 saw. However, you'd be hard-pressed to find a conversion kit for such a stock in the early 1990s. Take a propaganda at the agenda, propaganda's agenda, agenda's agenda with propaganda requires a propaganda. That's interesting. Laurie Thomas is apparently doing JoJo shouts. We'll still have to twist around, especially in Japanese. The AS Valent KSV's quick draw grip uses the pistol grip from the Otso 2 Kipparis SMG. Which was not a common weapon in the early 1990s. Dad said it's my turn on the gender. And neither with the PP91 Kedda, upon which the ergonomic grip is based. And neither, as a matter of fact, was the PP91 Kedda. On whose grip the aforementioned gun's ergonomic grip seems to be based. What are you up to in chat, guys? Hey, dude, can I borrow your gender? Mr. Kipling had to change the back of their Lemon Fancies packaging because it says citrusy. Oh, God. Right. The Marine SP's stylized forearm is based on the Mossberg 535 shotgun, which includes modern features not found in 1990s designs. Absolute PDRN. If you had to double take the hell out of it. I mean, I do that every time I see the fashion brand FC UK. They cannot have not known. I think that's just funny. Right. The Strider's long barrel is based on the P30LM model. Every time you enter this chat, you learn several new things. Oh boy, Vex. Oh boy. Does anybody need to go to space? Did John Glenn need to go to space? Anyways. All of the following inaccuracies focus on the Perpetua 41. To start off, it has not one, but two underloaded mags. The flip mags hold 32 rounds despite being about... The flip mags hold only 32 rounds despite being based on a 35 round mag. And the drum mag only holds 55 rounds despite being based on a 71 round drum. They recorded footage of a colossal squid in its habitat too. The Game Twist barrel and ergonomic... ergonomic? The Game Twist barrel and ergonomic The Game Twist barrel and ergonomic stock both come from the Yugoslav Zastava M49. I guess. The long barrel and quick draw stock are borrowed from the Soviet PPS-43. The reinforced barrel is based on the PPD-40. The short barrel and light stock resemble those of the Vietnamese K50M. The balanced stock is inspired by the Croatian MP Jelen. The agility stock and its optic mount are based on the Soviet Perpetua 45. The lightweight foregrip mimics the Chinese CS-LS06, which wasn't developed until 1993-94. And the extended Mag 1 is based on the Finnish KP31's Coffin magazine. I can only presume that in Black Ops 6 the Perpetua 41 has an identity crisis. I can only presume that in Black Ops 6 the Perpetua 41 is having an identity crisis. Who was I? The Cypher 091 is based on the TKB 022 PM number 1. Welcome to the Karen shuttle and be launched into the... Welcome to the bottom of the barrel, dude. Hello. Is it Neptune? Neptune? What is it? Neptune? I don't know. The Cypher 091 is based on the TKB 022 PM number 1. A prototype firearm which, while proposed as a potential AK replacement, no armed force would have realistically adopted. Barrel attachments for the Cypher change the barrel's length, a feature not present in any real TKB 022 PM prototypes. Equipping a foregrip or a GP25 launcher removes the trigger shield, adds a front rail, and introduces a custom GP25 mount. All of which are completely fictional. It also uses the wrong magazine, namely a 5.45 by 39mm mag, which is for the TKB 022 PM5, not the number 1. There are several types of incidental characters in SpongeBob. Listing of some trolls went on. Oh yeah, we were talking about that, weren't we, Vix? The assault grip is modelled after the Magpul MOE K2 pistol grip. The Feng 82 is based on the Singaporean U100 MK3, with Uzi-style lines on the receiver. but with Uzi-style lines added to the receiver. The Feng 82, or is it Feng 82? I can never tell. Is based on the Singaporean Oh. If only there was Snarf merch. Snarf from Trolls with a Z, that is. Maybe I should start deliberately elongating the Z on that. Trolls. Again, equipping different barrels changes the barrel length. The lightweight foregrip is based on the Fab AG44S, released in 2007. The Ranger foregrip mimics the U100's grip, but oddly resembles the AJ44S's one again. Continuing the trend of underloaded magazines, the Extended Mag 1 uses the Ultimax 100 round run... Continuing the trend of underloaded magazines, the Extended Mag 1 uses the Ultimax 100 round drum mag, which for some reason only holds 50 rounds, and the Extended Mag 2 uses the 100 round C drum mag, which only holds 75 rounds. The Extended Mag 1 uses the Ultimax 100 round drum mag, but only holds 50 rounds. The Extended Mag 1 is modelled on an Ultimax 100 round drum mag, but only holds 50 rounds. And the Extended Mag 2 is modelled on a 100 round C drum mag, but only holds 75 rounds. I've made my peace with my own voice during editing. I have to. Because sometimes I have to splice takes together. I think it's because you hear your own voice differently because you're not hearing it. You're also sort of hearing the vibrations of your eardrums as well, so your voice sounds different. Hang on. Another Welsh caster burp. Another one. The Infiltrator stock is based on the FNFNC stock. The Infiltrator stock is based on the FNFNC stock. Hello, Freedom Fighter. Good to see ya. The Combat and Balanced stocks feature an AR-15 buffer tube. Which the U-100 does have in its... Which the U-100 does have in its... Which the U-100 does have in its Mk9 variant from 2024. Rainbow Rocket Riders, welcome! The AEK-973's full auto kit... The AEK's full auto kit supposedly converts the AEK-973 into the AEK-971. But it somehow does it without actually modifying the fire selector in any way. But it somehow does so without making the necessary fire selector modifications. As a matter of fact, all AEK variants have a 4-position selector. Single, burst, full auto, and safe. Okay. Like the Pepesha, the FNFAL also has an identity crisis. Like the Pepesha, the FNFAL also seems to be having an identity crisis. The Gain Twist barrel is based on the German STG-58 handguard. The long barrel is based on the Israeli IMI Romat handguard. The reinforced barrel is based on the FNC handguard. The short barrel is based on the DSA SA-58 Belgian-style short handguard from the 2010s. The extended mag... I was doing so well. The extended mag 2 appears to be a butchered AK drum inspired by the XFAL drum mag from 2011. The CQB grip is based on the Tapco FAL SAW-style grip from 2006. And the balanced stock is based on the FNC stock. I have to do a lot of editing here. Okay. The Grendel R31, or Tanto 22 as it's known in-game, should not be used by Pantheon operators. The Grendel R31, or Tanto 22 as it's known in-game, is technically contemporaneous with the 1991 setting, but the problem is there are only about 1,000 of them made, so the Pantheon operator should not be using them. But the problem is there are only about 1,000 of them made, so how on earth the Pantheon have that ton of them, I don't know. But the problem is there are only about 1,000 of them made, so how the Pantheon have this many, I don't know. Also, despite being a civilian carbine, it's classified as an SMG in-game. The combat stock is based on a fictional AR-15 stock, despite the R31 not being AR-15 compatible in the first place. The long barrel seems to be inspired by the Keltec CMR-30 from 2014. Right. I don't know about you, but if I bought a... I don't know about you, but if I bought a belt-fed gun that... I don't know about you, but if I bought a belt-fed gun that overheated after only 50 rounds, I would get a refund. I don't know about you, but if I bought a belt-fed gun that... I don't know about you, but if I bought a belt-fed gun that... I don't know about you, but if I bought a belt-fed gun that overheated after only 50 rounds, then I would probably try and get a refund. Real-life LMGs like the FN Mag take about 400 rounds to overheat. Also, why can you not swap the barrel? Being belt-fed shouldn't impact that. That's not something that being belt-fed should really impact. Trying to be productive while I cause chaos. You're meant to be my moderator. It should be completely fine. It should be completely fine to change it out. The CR56 AMAX returns as a hybrid of the ACE-32 and the civilian ACE GAR-51 SBR. The CR56 AMAX returns as a hybrid of the ACE-32 and the civilian ACE GAR-51 SBR. Neither of which existed until at least 2010. Only mods get the premium gibble. Quite so. It uses the 11.8-inch barrel of the GAR-51 SBR, which was It uses the 11.8-inch barrel from... It uses the 11.8-inch barrel of the latter of those guns, which was chambered in 7.62 NATO. But the in-game model appears to be chambered in 7.62 by 39mm, as with the ACE-32 model. But the in-game version seems to be chambered in 7.62 by 39mm, as with the ACE-32 model. It features a stylized Gen 1 AK-12 stock. The left side fire selector appears to be missing. For some reason, the left side fire selector is missing. It uses a sheet metal tab for the top cover latch instead of a traditional AK push button. The real gun's AK-style mag release has been switched out with an ambidextrous polymer version. The rear sight doesn't have a rear aperture, so it can't actually be zeroed properly. It doesn't have a rear aperture, so... It also lacks a rear aperture, so you wouldn't be able to zero the rear sight at all. The front sight mimics the AK's curved design instead of its proprietary straight one. The gain twist and reinforced barrels are based on RS Regulate GAR-10MN and GAR-5MN handguards. The gain twist and reinforced barrels are based on the handguards from the RS Regulate GAR-10MN and the GAR-5MN, both released in 2017. The long barrel, meanwhile, features a Beretta AR-70-223 handguard. The short barrel is based on the Galil ACE-31. There's not going to be any jackpots today, I'm sorry. That's only on Saturdays. Unless otherwise stated. The Infiltrator stock is a Magpul MOE from 2008. What's the HK433 called in? This also applies to the Kilo 141 and HDR. Is the chiptune music driving you guys mad yet? The Combat stock is a hybrid of the Hogue Milspec Overmold and Strike Industries Mod 1. The Balanced stock is just the original Galil stock. The Heavy stock is based on the FAB Defense RAPS stock from 2020. The HDR is returned, and what the hell is it? The HDR is also returned. Oh, speaking of the HDR, it's also returned. Oh, speaking of the HDR, that's back as well, as some kind of very weird Frankengun. It's a 12.7mm sniper rifle with parts from various 2010s rifles. While custom sniper rifles did exist during the 1990s, an example being the Manda used during the Balkan Wars. An example being the Manda from Croatia used during the Balkan Wars. This setup is completely fictional. The Heavy stock is a Magpul PRS-2. The Balanced stock is based on the XLR Industries TR2. The Balanced stock is based on the XLR Industries TR2 stock from 2020. The Kilo 141's short barrel is based on the HK437 Sneaker variant. The Kilo 141 seems to be an HK433. The Kilo 141 is an HK433, but the short barrel is based on the HK437 Sneaker variant. Which wasn't a thing until the 2020s. The heavy stock is, as mentioned before with the HDR, the Magpul ICS. The heavy stock is the Magpul ICS from 2009. This also applies to the HDR's light stock. The combat stock appears to be off a Thumbhole Anschutz sporting rifle. What's it called? Black Ops 6 again? The C9's 10mm... The C9 10mm auto 30-round mags apparently turns it into the MP5-10? Not only is this gun appearing a year too early, not only is it a year too early, in order to actually do this, you'd have to change its entire receiver and barrel in order to make it chamber correctly. In order for this to actually work, you would need to change its entire receiver and barrel in order to make it chamber correctly. The 7.62 mini rocket conversion kit is... The 7.62 mini rocket conversion kit is based on the gyrojet design. Whilst, yes, it technically would have existed in 1991, having been created in 1975, it was not very good at its job, and it was incredibly ineffective and was never chambered in any cartridge larger than 13mm gyrojet rockets. And that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, share and subscribe to both Manancho and myself. Leave a comment if you liked it. Leave a comment if you didn't like it. Either way, it means a lot to us. And we'll see you next time. And we'll see you next time, by which time Treyarch will probably have created a... And we'll see you next time Treyarch creates... And we'll see you when Treyarch brings out its next monsters. And we'll see you when Treyarch... And we'll see you when Treyarch releases its next bout of nonsense. Okay, that will do. Oops, not yet. I'm going to need some... I'll need some silence quick. The noise reduction. Do. Okay. Noise reduction, noise profile. Go ahead and apply that over the top. Voiceover is going pretty well. In fact, I'm pretty much finished now. Okay. And with that done, I just need to export it. So, I guess that's the stream. Let me find someone to raid quick. Shouldn't take too long. YouTube. Right, you streaming. Uridine streaming. She wears wigs. Uridine is wearing wigs. Let us raid her. Okay, until next time,